We know you have been waiting with bated breath, and we are here to clear the air. I'm Sandy.
And I'm John.
And this is My Lady Disdain with your Smart Doll News.
And we're back for another week of Smart Doll News. And I gotta say, Sandy, your hair is making me need an albuterol inhaler.
Aw. Is it because of the hairspray?
It's partly because of the hairspray, but also because of the amazing dye job that you got done. It is on fire. I love it.
Fainting Couch Salon in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania.
Last week, we did an experiment to try and edit the show after the fact, and I had some bumps, didn't hit record the first time. In fact, this is the second time we're recording the intro, because I didn't hit record tonight. So we've got the proper high-quality recording happening, and that should make it easier to get it out. But I will be again, shooting for this video to drop on Thursday. In order to stay on top of the news, I'm going to officially announce tonight that next week we are moving the news up a day. So we will start streaming on Monday evenings at 7 p.m., same time. That will put the drop of the edited version on Wednesdays at noon.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it should give me enough time to get the editing done and out of the way, but also if there's an issue like there was last week or almost this week, I still have some time to adapt to it.
Right.
So, shall we get into our first story of the news?
I think so. Accessories.
Yeah, so there's a couple of accessories that have been announced, some of which we were literally talking about the day before.
Yeah, which is kind of fun.
This picture that dropped literally the day after the Smart Doll News streamed, I believe. And there's a lot of interesting things in here. I'm pretty sure this is Batgirl, not with her long hair, but with a shorter wig she's been seen in. And this is definitely Batgirl's outfit.
I don't think that that's Batgirl. I thought Batgirl had green eyes and she's like more she's anime, isn't she?
Well, yeah, all right. Then I don't know who this is then, but this is Batgirl's outfit. But we have the inhaler. We were talking about it literally, I think it was in our Q&A at the end of the stream last time. We were talking about, some of the other things that people were looking for representation, things like that, for the medical instruments and things. And inhalers came as a suggestion from the chat. Lo and behold, it's been something he's been working on for quite a while.
Yeah, evidently Danny has asthma, so it's not unheard of that he would have been working on this already, but it was really kind of funny that he dropped it like right after the Smart Doll News.
Right. I think yesterday the actual news item came out about this, talking about asthma, talking about what causes it and what the inhalers are for. I have a feeling this is going to be a bit of a money sink for Danny. He gives away medical devices for anyone who needs it, who has that condition, right? I think there's going to be a lot more people. This is a very accessible or widely used
yes,
item.
But it's a tiny item and probably is 3D printed a bunch of them hooked together.
Yeah, sure.
And then they just separate them and file them down. Because he talked about something about the studs having to be filed down.
So the 3D printed inhaler will have support studs on the surface. We do bare minimum to remove them, but you'll need to sand down the surfaces if you want them super smooth.
I am very fortunate that this is the only medical device at this point in my life I have to ask for. That's it.
Knock on wood. And I set off the dog. It's okay.
It's okay, Pang. It's all right. It was Daddy.
It was me. Inhaler is coming. The second item was a cane, which we also, the chat brought up as an idea during our Q&A last week, talking about canes. I think you and I ended up talking on a tangent about walking sticks, stuff like that. But he legit has created a
Daredevil-like cane, regular
not blind, Daredevil-like, yeah, but
blind person's cane.
Yeah.
I thought Daredevil because I was like, maybe he's been like toying with the idea of Daredevil, and that's one of the reasons for the cane. But
it's certainly not as easy to use. It's not just like open it up and it just snaps into place.
Right.
It does break apart, though, and it looks like it screws into each segment.
Yeah, so it's got the cord in between there, so you can at least, like, pose the doll with it under their arm or whatever, and it looks like they've got the folded cane underneath their arm.
Yeah.
Jenna M. says, can we get some tiny Lexapro and Wellbutrin? I said that last week. I was like, little tiny bottles of Adderall.
I mean, in the end, yeah, it would just be prescription bottles is the easiest thing. I mean,
there's got to be a little tiny prop orange bottle with a white cap that you can get.
Then this one, I believe it came out before the cane one, but this picture you could easily think is actually about the cane, but it's not. This is a common thing that he tends to do with items where he takes like a piece, like a leg, or like a piece of something that's real and holds it up and orients it in such a way that it continues into a 3D design that's on his computer screen.
Yeah.
This, I'm not exactly sure by the look of it. I mean, it's a new stand. It's probably the tri-stand where you can plug multiples of the things into it and basically make a tripod out of the stands that already exist, something like that. He's still tinkering around. This looks a little bit different than some of the stuff we've seen in the past. I don't think he is yet to be satisfied by any stand that he has made yet.
We've got a bunch of them from like chaos boxes and stuff that are all different.
Yep.
Our air stand broke.
The acrylic on it snapped, and then one went, and I was like, maybe we could glue it, and I think another one went.
Yeah.
So it's gone now.
Mech buddy!
So the mech body, or the cyborg body as Danny is calling it, is, I mean, well, technically officially announced as well. There was an article about it. Well, let's take a look at some of the pictures that he posted before that article. We've got 40 here on a 3D printed bust for the cyborg with some of these shoulder pieces here. It's really interesting what's actually, like, that the shoulder pieces are not a part of it.
Right.
Like, it is modeled after how the smart doll works.
Right.
Here we have the torso.
Right, which he's not happy with yet, evidently.
Then these little guys, which at first I was like, he's making a wheelchair.
I never figured out what that is.
This is the other elements of the body.
Oh, it's an arm. It looks like a wheel.
Yeah.
It does.
So this is the shoulders, basically, and this is essentially the bottom of the spine. I do not know what this is.
A cap to sit the torso in or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is small, though. I don't know. Maybe it's something that it connects with this, and it's something that's sort of hidden up inside the bust. I'm not sure.
I have no idea what that is.
So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Here we have, it looks like the model for the master mold. Or I should say for just the master, not the master mold. You've got the funnel added here, which is how they do their slush casting. And here we have a more full picture of all of those elements put together. 3D print, of course. And I'm trying to look for that piece that we couldn't recognize.
Is it the top of the? Is it the hip?
It's not these.
No. The hip of the hip. This piece right here.
No. Yeah, I still don't see anything.
I think this is cool. If you're gonna hang it off a backpack, like he talked about, you want it to be like a flash drive or something, like something useful. Right.
Very, very cool. I would absolutely love these. I don't know that it's like useful, but it's something that I think we would want to have. But yeah, it's a really interesting read on the article. If you check it out, it gives you an idea for some of the stages that they're in with this process, what they have to consider with the molds when they make it, when they're moving from 3D printing to actually molding the vinyl. He did confirm that they are planning on paint masks and pad printing for the torso. So there's going to be some extra detailing
embellishments going on there. Yeah. Oh, do you want me to do a jingle now?
You can.
Okay, go ahead. Next, faces.
Ow. Can't breathe. We've seen some new and old faces. Here we've got some actual vinyl heads. This one is clearly a sleeping face of some sort. It looks like, was it G4?
Yeah, maybe.
It's a older semi-real that had nostrils, right?
Yeah, it could be.
Because I think the lips are too big for G7, but maybe I'm wrong. It's hard to tell sometimes with the sculpts, but we shall see. Now, the one on the right is interesting. This is a very unique sculpt. You've got an open mouth. People have said that this is a chi.
Looks angry.
It does look very angry.
Did someone say they thought it was C2?
That's right. Someone in the Discord did mention that it could be C2. I have no idea.
I don't know, but she looks pretty angry. She looks like she's ready to come down on someone.
It's a lot of fun to speculate. This girl, I don't think we've seen before. You might immediately think this is Genesis just at a glance, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Here we have... This is really unique makeup that I don't think I've seen on anybody. You've got these big lashes coming out the bottom, outside quadrant. And then you have this, like, the best way I can describe this is it looks like the event horizon on a black hole. And I'm not sure exactly what this is. She's got some strong brows. I love the extra little crinkles and things here.
She does have a very full lip.
Yep. This is one to watch. I love the mouth. It's the angle, I'm sure. Because as soon as you were to look at this correctly,
it's probably,
it'd be a normal G7 lip. But at this angle, it looks like the cat mouth, like the kitty mouth, like...
Cheeky.
Thank you. Cheeky. This is very cool. To me, this is like a really almost high fashion version of Genesis.
Yeah. The makeup is very similar, but it's definitely not Genesis.
All right, now we got some boys. It's really hard for me to tell the difference, but we've got 4 boy sculpts. These could be Yagamis.
They could. The one in the foreground I initially thought looked kind of like Gemini, but it's a 3D painted head, or 3D printed head, rather.
Right. These could be like experiments with Yagami. These two look different to me.
And the one next to him is different, too.
Yeah, so
the one in the second one kind of looks like L.
Yeah, maybe. So my best guess is that these are probably more like experiments with Yagami. So far, and God, the angle does so much, but this is the one I like the best, the one in the front.
I kind of like the one with the gray eyes towards the back.
These could also just be experiments in new male heads.
Right.
Across the board. And we do know that Danny is working on new male heads, well, new males in general, the male body, trying to get that right. He's had a couple male heads over the summer that got put out essentially into chaos. You could buy the head only. This could be a peek into that, or it could be just a bunch of Yagamis.
Just based on what we've seen, I think Light's going to be very popular.
It's a bucket full of Yagamis.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a popular one, I think kind of like Shiki, where they just want her and they're going to make her their own. And they're going to sell the friggin' costume, and which is too bad, but...
Yeah, but I don't know if you'd want to sell Light's costume. It's, like, pretty basic.
That's true. It's going to be like a core... People may buy it just for the suit.
Yeah.
So speaking of faces, I put up a post on Instagram late last night just because I didn't want to wait to post it. It's sort of connected to this. Comey Watch! It has officially been 107 days since I said to Danny, you need to make Comey a smart doll. We just wanted to remind you of that. Comey Can't Communicate I think it's a great anime.
Me too.
I had at least one comment going, it's mid of the range, but I find the main character very relatable. She has like super social anxiety and like can't talk to people.
I have social anxiety, and Comey's like the first anime character that I've actually felt like I could relate to in any way.
Yep.
I actually feel it when she can't talk. I just love the show for that reason. I think the representation is so important.
We're not going to do this all the time, but every now and then we'll check in and see just how long it's been. Since we're taking a little bit of break, we also might as well. This is the moment where we take a pause and just say, hey, how are you? Are you enjoying your time with us?
We're enjoying our time with you.
We are. And if we're mutually enjoying this, we would greatly appreciate if you just hit that like button and help spread this video to more people. You know, be a part of the community and help spread the word.
We love finding out from people that they ended up getting a smart doll because of us, or we were like instrumental in their decision to get a smart doll. And like, so the more people who see the news and see our videos, the more that gets to happen, and it's just really cool. And then, you know, pretty soon we'll have like a massive smart doll community.
It is growing every day, and outside of the channel, outside of our videos and interacting with us with lives, you all are coming together in our Discord server and just really helping each other out, finding things, you know, sharing your passions. It's really fantastic. And if you haven't joined us, you should definitely download a copy of Discord if you haven't already. Go to myladydisdain.com/Discord and pick up an invite, get on the server, and start talking about stuff. We've been branching out. I just added a channel for anime just to discuss the anime that we all like and what we should try, get recommendations. We also have some events coming up. So we have next Saturday, what I'm calling Super Fun Time. On Saturday, February 26th at 1 p.m., you will be able to meet the other members of the Court of Disdain, play some games, just hang out, have some fun.
It's Super Fun Time Saturday with Sandy and John.
Okay, so you think that was like key of like G minor? No. We also have another event that has officially been put up there. Probably nobody's seen it yet. But when you go into Discord, in the upper left-hand corner of the app, you'll see events. You'll be able to sign up or tell us you're interested and get reminders about the events that are coming. The other event that is coming is the week after next on Saturday, March 5th at 1 p.m. What do we got going on, Sandy?
We're gonna have a sewing circle, just totally casual. Come hang out, geek out about sewing, you know, work on whatever you're working on. If you're knitting or something, that's fine too. But we'll just be talking about what we enjoy doing. So yeah, be there. Back to the news with Naruto!
So, a couple of things on Naruto. He's definitely coming along. Nothing amazingly new. Another picture of his pants, and that the ribbon, or it's not a ribbon, but a bandana or cloth around his leg
wrap thing.
You know, and again, just love the little peeks at some of their instructions and their patterns and things. And here we have their full like layout of all the pieces. This I found interesting. Just like getting to see where like the little Culture Japan tag is inside there. Some other tag over here. I'm not sure what that is. First kind of real peek at all the pieces of the costume that you're gonna get here. Next up is
Mandalorian.
So this was a weird picture that posted. It was hard to figure out what the heck is going on.
Gross.
So Danny's dyeing some leather work gloves, basically. And it was like, what is he testing out here? But as the week went on, it became pretty clear that he has been working on dyeing the gloves for his Mandalorian cosplay that he's been building.
That's going to be a ridiculously intense cosplay.
He's getting ready for the pandemic to be over, basically. If you go back through Danny's old blog archives, you will see so many pictures of Danny at events dressed up as a stormtrooper. He's like the dancing stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
And now he's going to be dressed up as cosplaying as Mando, and
he's got his actual size Grogu that he can carry with him.
Yep. Speaking of which,
yeah, I love Grogu
so
much.
We can see more of the final result. Although I was expecting the final result on those gloves to be a bit more brown, but it is. I'm not sure if this was like just a test and he's got more to do here, or if it was just that. But you know, that sort of weathered look. Apparel. I'm sorry.
Apparel!
We'll be taking a poll if you actually wanted to continue doing this. Look at this lovely sweater.
I actually called this as a possible color for this sweater way back when.
Yep.
He had it up and he was showing all of the different things, and I said, that, like, light lime green color would be really cool.
I love this sweater. First of all, we have the bluish gray one. Raycon loves it. That's our kabuki / custom kabuki.
That one will look so good with the current version of the Mori Girl pants. The indigo Mori Girl pants with that shirt will be awesome.
Speaking of Mori Girl,
I called this too.
I mean, he kind of laid it out for you, but yes, it was pretty clear what the best color combination was for the for his choice of the short.
I love the shirt. We've seen the shirt. It was on the Burn Scar Girl Survivor, right?
Yes.
But I personally prefer this shade for the jacket, and I like the pants. The pants are pretty cute, too.
It definitely makes the Mori Girl set more well-rounded. Oddly enough, because they're not like what I would call staple colors.
All 6 pieces will mix and match beautifully.
Well, that's true. Tabby boots.
Tabby boots.
I wasn't going to really put this in here. This is the only picture of the tabby boots. But this is the first time we're really seeing clearly he's making boots. And we knew it. We've called these as tabby boots from the beginning. But there was definitely some comments on Facebook going around saying that he was making custom feet for Geta.
Yeah, but I don't think that's not what that is.
No.
Those are definitely like lasts for making the tabby.
Yep, so this is how he's creating this boot. And you can see these are a little bit on the longer side. They're not exactly Ronald McDonald length, but they are a little bit extended in order to allow a regular foot to fit in here and to have that split toe.
Right.
I don't know if we've seen this before, but the Chelsea boots in black look fantastic. I'm wondering, is this Batgirl's boots? Have we seen her boots?
They're yellow.
Are they? Do you know?
They're yellow lace up.
Lace up, okay.
Yeah. These are cool though. I mean, a good Chelsea boot, I mean, that's good for so many different looks. So having black Chelsea boots is not a bad thing at all.
Now, I mean, we will probably own every single boot eventually. And our last segment. No, it's not that. We're not playing Will It Squee.
I know, I was just making the sound effect.
Oh, okay. I just want to... Suddenly I realized I made a big mistake. Previously in the past, I have given Sandy a gift, and I said, will it squee? And that was the test. You know, it's a surprise. Obviously, it was an attempt to make her squee with something cute. Moment of Squee is just a look at a picture from this week that was like the cutest out of the bunch. I probably would have put it elsewhere, but it was really cute, and I want this.
Yeah, that wig is adorable, and it looks so cute on her.
Starlight,
Or is that Felicity?
Starlight.
I don't know, but the wig is adorable.
We'll call it Felicity. Love this wig. Love just how it frames her face. And Danny, please give us the short random wig in electric blue.
Yes.
We need it. We need it.
Yeah, everybody confirmed it is Felicity. I was right.
Thank you, chat.
For making me right again.
Well, they didn't make you right.
I just am.
That was the obviousness of what I said, yes. Now that we've gone through all of Danny's stuff, we're going to open it up to the chat for some questions before we sign off for the evening. Where is Kanata?
Yeah, Kanata. She's getting a new wig.
But when you go to salon, do you delete your Facebook account? When Danny is like, I need a new wig for this girl, he removes her from the store. I mean, I think that's basically the thing that people have been noticing is that she hasn't been shown up in. You can't even find her on this thing.
She shows up in like milk and stuff if you type Kanata.
Right, but those are old.
And you can see her with the glasses.
But that's seeing her. That's the glasses. She has the standard Kanata has no product page. This is like the big conspiracy theory that's going. Well, I don't know that it's a theory. It's just everyone's like, it's gone and they're confused. I don't know that anyone has theories on why, just concerns like, is she really gone? Maybe this is more important than Comey, but Danny, where is Kanata?
Anime Sugoi has a picture of her up.
But a picture is not, are they selling her?
I think it's like a pre-order or coming soon or something like that. You can probably find it. I saw something else on Anime Sugoi that I found very interesting.
No
Actually.
results.
I think he had her on like the pre-order page or something. I don't remember. But there was also something that we had never talked about. Anime Sugoi had a convention doll for Danny. That like you could only, and it came dressed and you could only get it at convention, and it was, I believe it was Resolute.
It's just weird at this point, you know. We don't have any real understanding of where she is or why she's gone. We can make guesses. You know, the chat is saying, you know, she's probably getting an updated look. Dolls get updated looks all the time without being pulled.
Melody was up all the way until she sold out, and then Danny said when she comes back, she's coming back with a new look.
Yeah, so if she is getting a new look, here's my guess of how this could have happened. He decided he was doing a new look. Maybe it didn't turn out quite right. He wasn't ready to announce it. But with like the holidays and the selling through a bunch of their stock and everything like that, she just went out and he decided, I'm not going to put her back up. I'm just going to wait. Normally he says something though, but you know, if he doesn't have something to show yet, maybe he just decided we'll hold off on it. What's been your favorite project? Like of that, like the things that we've made, like the stuff that we've done on the channel?
My first favorite, I guess I would have to be like sappy and sentimental and say doing the mystery box with Kat, because that's how it was really fun for one thing, but that's also how we became friends.
Yep.
And that was our first ever collab.
Right, yeah,
So,
the channels.
Yeah. I enjoyed making the costumes for the Fates, but that was very, very, very stressful. That was a lot of, you know, just a lot of work, and you know, and writing the story was very stressful.
There's only two for me. There's the Fates and there's the Mirror video for Ray.
So essentially, the collab with Katie to get Ray done would be a big one for you.
I would say the Fates pushed me in a lot of ways and showed me like hints of what I think we can do. Working on creating Ray with Katie and creating the mirror shot, something more focused, simple, was sort of like me just going, okay, I'm going to start small and we're going to build towards something bigger. There's certainly end result. The Fates was like, yes, a lot of work, but very, very cool. But yeah, Ray is probably my favorite. It's also not over. It's kind of, I mean...
Right, it's an ongoing...
It opened a can of worms.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the next collab, the one that I'm doing with Kat and Smart Doll Sewing with Joe and Beth Ramsden. That one, I am taking on a pretty big project that is introducing me to new crafting skills. So like multiple new crafting skills. And I want it to be really good, and I'm really challenging myself.
I think I literally said today, is now the right time to be learning a new skill? Abby asks, are you guys going to do a diorama for Smart Doll? The answer is likely no, in that a diorama is too limiting for me.
You'll see set pieces from us more. We might build, think about a stage set. We might build flats.
Yep.
That we can repurpose for different things.
I would rather put up two walls and face it any way I want and shoot into that corner, and then turn and put up the other two walls. And maybe technically, in order to get the shots that I need, I only actually need to build two walls, because they're only visible two at a time. So stuff like that. It really depends on the situation, but I would rather treat this more theatrically than create a diorama that they're going to sit in. A Beautiful Little Fool says, I'd love to send you guys stuff to unbox if that ever helps. Sure. By all means, make our P.O. box worth it. Not a problem by us. We love to see if you've made something and you want to show it. We'd love to, I don't know when necessarily, whether it be an episode or not, or maybe it's just on the Smart Doll News, but we'll open it.
Yeah, and if you do send us something, if you could give us a heads up that you've sent something, that really helps, because we actually have to go to the P.O. box.
If you want to check out one of our favorite projects, be sure to watch the video of our mystery box challenge with Magical Girl Kit Kat Gaming. It was a great collab, a lot of fun, and a really, really cool result.
Videos on both channels. That's all for us. Take care.
Bye.